It's not luck. I played 7 years of pro baseball. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how I was able to play 7 years of pro baseball, and I'm going to show you the 3 main reasons why it wasn't luck. All right. So throughout my career, I've played at just about every single level, from Little League, literally all the way up to the pros. So I've spent my college years, for those that don't know, at North Carolina State University in Raleigh, North Carolina. I just picked up this hat and I love it. And I loved my time at NC State in Raleigh. 3 years there, and that's in the ACC, Division I, if you guys aren't familiar. And that's basically where my hard work was able to really pay off. So with really standout stats like hitting 362 my sophomore year, and I was the second team all ACC my sophomore year of college. Really, that was like probably one of my best years, to be honest with you. And in the minor leagues, I played 3 years at the AAA level with the Memphis Redbirds and also the El Paso Chihuahuas. If you don't know that team, it's an amazing team out in El Paso, Texas. And that's where I left off. So I've also gotten some pretty cool hits off of some MLB stars, set some team records as far as like hitting streaks and stuff like that. I've also been included in the Cardinals top 30 and top 50 prospect lists, so I think that's pretty cool. And I've been invited to MLB spring training a couple of times. I've also had some memorable moments like hitting off of Max Scherzer and getting a jam job but a base hit off of him. I've also played internationally in Colombia and Mexico, competing in the Caribbean Series. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a really amazing tournament in the wintertime. So in 2023, I played for the San Diego Padres organization. And in 2023, I also played with the San Diego Padres. And I was in the World Baseball Classic, which was an unbelievable experience with Colombia. My journey has been filled with accomplishments and experiences that demonstrate my expertise and also the dedication that I have to this game. So reason number 1 why this wasn't luck: the power of preparation. And I think a lot of high school baseball players need to hear this message right now. Preparation is literally everything, guys. And from a young age, I just always had that idea of understanding that the preparation that I was going to put into this game was going to give me the results that I was looking for. My dad would always say, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out, right? So the more preparation you do, the more performance you're going to do out there on the field when it matters. So I put in those extra hours of work throughout every single day, really every single week, every single month. And I went that extra mile, especially at NC State. We had the facilities to really nurture my growth, which was an unbelievable experience. It really was. And those hours also paid off in my first season as a pro for the State College Spikes, and that's where I had some memorable hits, where I really hit 370. Had an unbelievable time in State College. I also hit a hitting streak record. So I also, on top of that, I believe I was the All-Star of the Week or the Player of the Week 2 weeks in a row, which has never been done in State College Spikes history. So I was prepared for that moment, and it really showed, but it was because of the preparation that I did in college. So that preparation continued. My preparation continued as I moved from single A the next year, which was in Peoria. I hit 270 in 19 games. It wasn't terrible, but this was a strong start, and it laid the foundation of my career. It really did. Once I became a pro, I went out there on the stage and I started producing left and right, and this really propelled me to the career that I had. There have been many, many teammates that I've had that weren't able to get off to a hot start in their pro career, and they unfortunately left the game of professional baseball after only a couple of years. Maybe they got released, maybe the team didn't want them anymore. So this was that foundation, and being ready is incredibly important, as you guys know. My preparation got me, to Peoria, which was single A, and that's where I continued to succeed. But it wasn't just about the talent, guys. I think a lot of high school baseball players probably think talent is the number 1 thing that you need as a player, and really it's the work ethic. So it was all about setting myself up for success in the minor leagues. And long before my minor league career even began, that was how I was able to propel myself. So my academy is designed to help young baseball players just like you prepare for their next level of play. So if you're interested, go ahead, apply to work with me. You can go to the MendozABaseballAcademy.com to get started. So just to set the record straight, I don't like to work with just about anyone. if you are selected, I will be in contact with you as far as what those next steps are. And let's kind of continue with the video, right? So reason number 2 why this was not luck at all is the commitment to improvement, right? So improvement doesn't stop once you reach a certain level. You have to constantly be trying to improve your game at every level, at every step along the way, right? It's very important. It's a continuous journey. It's not a picture, it's a film strip, right? Your baseball journey isn't just a one-time thing. It's gonna continuously have its ups and downs throughout the entire time. So it's a journey. If you start thinking that way, you're gonna be in a better mindset, I guarantee it. And so after that successful 2017 season, I spent the offseason training to be even better in 2018. So I started off the year hitting 349 in high A, which was in Palm Beach, and I quickly got that call up to double A. And I started really panicking almost at this time. I was like, whoa, I'm moving really, really quick through the minor league system. The big leagues is calling my name, hopefully very, very soon. So that dedication and that hard work that I had often, was behind the scenes, in the shadows. It ultimately paid off. And I looked up sometimes and I was hitting off of MLB All-Stars, making rehab starts like Clayton Kershaw in Tulsa, and really making a name for myself. So in 2019, I was invited to the MLB spring training, the big league spring training, and I was able to make an impact, including hitting a walk-off on the final game of that 2019 spring training season. So this kind of relentless improvement is what my academy really tries to instill in all of my students. So it's much more than just the natural talent that anybody has. It's about that motivation, that drive that comes from within. It's about that commitment and improving your arm strength daily. Like, are you doing this? Are you taking your quality swings on your own, or are you waiting for a private instructor or your best friend to get work in? Are you tracking your metrics, right? The more you track, the more you're gonna improve. And if you're not tracking your metrics, you clearly don't care about the game and care about improving. So my program helps players really answer these questions. Are you actually doing that work? And that will help them take their game to the next level. So if you're interested in working with me, head over to MendozaBaseballAcademy.com and apply to work with me today. So reason number 3 that this was all not any type of luck is the resilience to overcome any obstacle that came in my way. So challenges and setbacks are part of every person's career. Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles late in his career, and he really had that Mamba mentality to come back stronger and make it work, make it happen. As an athlete, there are going to be a bunch of bumps on the road. There's going to be setbacks. You have to have that strong mindset to be able to overcome those setbacks. So it's how you respond that ultimately defines you, right? It's really hard to get knocked down in a boxing match, but the person that keeps getting back up is the one that's going to be really, really hard to beat, right? So that consistency of, making sure that you're always putting yourself in a good situation, that will define you, right? How we're able to, get over those humps. So in 2019, for those that don't know, I fractured my wrist, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this on the camera. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we got a nice shiny little railroad tracks on my wrist, and that happened in the middle of my AAA season. I was in Memphis with the Redbirds, and I actually broke it again in the middle of the off season. It was, a tough recovery for me, honestly. But I didn't let that mess with my mind. I knew for a fact I was going to overcome this. I was going to become the same player that I was before, and I'm just going to get it done. There's no other way about it. So I kept working, finding ways to really improve, especially when I wasn't able to play. Am I training my mind, right? I hear it left and right, a bunch of students, sometimes families, saying that, little Johnny's arm is hurting right now, and he can't do this and he can't do that. To be honest with you, those are a bunch of excuses, and I don't like hearing those, to be honest with you, because I understand that there's always room really for that type of improvement. And if you put yourself in that mindset that you can't do anything, you're probably right. You can't do anything, and you can become an average baseball player, and that is completely okay. There's room for average baseball players. So in 2020, COVID hit, and obviously this is a little bit of a setback as well, but I stayed in shape, kept my skills sharp, I was ready to go. So I trained with the Cardinals in spring training at the facility and really provided my dedication to the team, and I think they saw that. So after that, After the rehab of my wrist, I went to Colombia and also Mexico and made up for that lost time. I wanted to get reps in and play the game that I loved, and it was really, really weird to have masks all over the place, but that was the life we were living. So showing that resilience and that dedication to the game, because that's ultimately what matters. I played in the Caribbean Series down in Mazatlan, Mexico, which was awesome, and I was facing some of the best players in winter ball. My program teaches players to push through those setbacks and ultimately stay focused and keep improving their game. Whether you're in 8th grade or even a college baseball player, resilience is a key to success, guys. And my journey from NC State to pro baseball was truly built on the preparation that I really needed within the game, continuous improvement, and ultimately that resilience to keep going. Whether there was a setback in front of me or not, I just had to keep going. I wasn't going to give up. So these are the pillars of success that I bring inside my academy, and my track record speaks for itself. And my experience has given me the knowledge to help young baseball players succeed in the game, ultimately giving you that path, paving that path to make sure that you're on a reliable journey, right, to college baseball and beyond. So this ultimately will help young baseball players succeed.